Have you ever seen a K-drama that had so much hype before it even aired, but then got caught in such a huge scandal that people thought it might get cancelled altogether? That's exactly what happened with The First Night with the Duke. This drama had everything going for it: popular stars, a fantasy romance story, and a big fanbase waiting. But before it even reached viewers, it was hit by a real-life controversy that shocked the industry. So, what exactly went wrong? And can this drama recover from such a messy start? Stick with me till the end of this video to find out the full story and the surprising twists that followed. When The First Night with the Duke was first announced, fans of Korean entertainment were super excited. The biggest reason was the cast. The drama stars So Hyun from Girls' Generation and Taecyeon from 2PM as the lead couple. Both of them are not only idols but also experienced actors, and fans were thrilled to see how they would work together on screen. The storyline also sounded interesting. So Hyun plays a college student who somehow wakes up inside her favorite historical romance novel. Her character is now Cha Yeoju, a minor noblewoman from a rich family. In this new world, she ends up spending a night with the charming and powerful Prince Lee Bon, played by Taecyeon. Although she tries to follow the plot of the original story and bring together the prince with the actual female lead, things don't go according to plan. Prince Lee Bon starts falling for her instead, and their bond grows stronger over time. This mix of fantasy, romance, and a historical setting made the show feel like a perfect K-drama formula. At first, everything seemed to be going well. In November 2024, when the cast was officially announced, fans couldn't stop talking about it online. But even before the show aired, signs of trouble began to show. The first red flag came at the 2024 KBS Drama Awards, which took place on December 31st. So Hyun was one of the hosts of the event, and fans quickly noticed that something was wrong. She was walking with the help of a cane. This worried many viewers, and questions started spreading about what had happened. Later, her agency explained that she had injured her leg while filming The First Night with the Duke. They said she was receiving treatment and recovering well, and would return to the set when she was ready. While fans praised her professionalism for attending the ceremony despite her injury, some also began to wonder whether filming conditions on the set were safe and well managed. At the time, it seemed like a small issue, but the real problem was yet to come. Just a few days later, on January 2nd, a well-known architect named Min So-hong came forward with shocking claims. He had visited the set of the drama and discovered that the crew had caused damage to a very important historical site. The filming was taking place at Byeongsan-seowon, a Confucian academy built in the 1600s near the city of Anong. This place isn't just a local attraction, it's actually listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. According to the architect, when he visited the site on December 30th, he saw members of the production team hammering nails into the wooden pillars of the ancient structure just to hang some prop lanterns. He saw at least 5 nails hammered into the pillars, which left visible damage. On top of that, there were drama props left all around the site. He also noticed that more lanterns had already been hung earlier, meaning this kind of damage wasn't just a one-time thing. When the architect tried to stop the staff and explain how serious this was, they didn't listen. In fact, they reacted angrily and continued filming like nothing was wrong. The next day, the architect returned to the site and saw that the crew was still filming and still damaging the building. That's when he decided to report everything to the Cultural Heritage Department in Anong City. But what shocked him even more was learning that this wasn't an isolated case. In fact, there have been other times when production teams dismantled parts of historic buildings just for the sake of filming. The architect warned that even small damage like hammering a few nails into a wooden pillar could eventually cause long-term harm. These buildings are delicate and very old, and once they're damaged, the damage can be hard to fix, or even impossible. Soon after the architect's report became public, the Korean National Heritage Administration confirmed that they had received a complaint. They also shared that while the production team had received permission to film at the site, they had violated the rules. The filming permit clearly said that no damage was allowed, especially to any part of the cultural heritage site. Local authorities inspected the damage and found that the nails had left deep and visible marks in the wooden pillars, 2 to 3 millimeters wide and about 1 centimeter deep. This was enough to cause serious concern among preservation experts. The city of Anong responded quickly. Officials filed a formal complaint against the production team, and the police launched a full investigation. The incident sparked massive public outrage, especially in Korea, where historic sites are treated with deep respect. People began demanding accountability and calling for stricter rules to protect cultural heritage. In response, KBS, the broadcaster of the drama, issued an official apology. They admitted the seriousness of the situation and promised to work with authorities to fix it. KBS also confirmed that none of the footage filmed at Byeongsan-seowon would be used in the final drama. That included every scene shot at the site, even those that weren't directly involved in the damage. As a result, the production team had to relocate and shoot those scenes again at new locations, which caused huge financial losses and scheduling delays. The impact of the scandal didn't stop there. In March 2025, the Korean Heritage Service introduced brand new rules for filming at historic sites. These new guidelines were much stricter and aimed to prevent any similar incidents in the future. From now on, any filming at heritage sites must have trained safety personnel on site at all times. Production companies also have to submit a detailed filming plan before getting approval and must sign an official pledge promising to protect cultural sites. Hammering nails, drilling, or making any changes to heritage structures is now strictly prohibited. If anyone breaks these rules, they can face serious legal consequences, including both civil and criminal charges. Meanwhile, experts announced that restoring the damage at Byeongsan Seowon would take a long time. Restoration work won't even begin until 2026 because the site needs to be monitored for at least a year to see how the wood reacts to the damage. Only after that can they begin planning the repairs. As the scandal grew, many people expected the drama to flop. But just before the premiere, the actors began talking about the drama in public. At first, So Hyun and Taecyeon didn't talk about the controversy. Instead, they shared funny behind-the-scenes stories. Taecyeon joked about having to say cheesy lines that gave him goosebumps, and So Hyun teased him for how cringy some of those lines were. They both said they enjoyed working together and had good chemistry on set. But as public anger continued, they eventually had to speak about what happened. Taecyeon said the incident was a wake-up call for everyone involved, and So Hyun said that the industry must do everything possible to make sure nothing like this happens again. Finally, the drama's director, Lee Wong-hee, also came forward. He publicly apologized, bowed his head before reporters, and admitted that the production team was fully responsible. He said they were working closely with experts to monitor the damage and that all the footage shot at the damaged site had been thrown out. He also confirmed that the production was still under police investigation. After all this, when the first episode finally aired, people were curious. Would viewers still support the drama? Surprisingly, the drama started off fairly well. While some viewers found the plot a bit immature and the fantasy elements over the top, others enjoyed the romantic storyline and the chemistry between the leads. So, even after all the setbacks and controversy, the first night with the Duke still managed to attract attention, both good and bad. This story is a clear reminder that what happens behind the scenes can sometimes be even more dramatic than what we see on screen. A simple fantasy romance ended up changing the way dramas are filmed in Korea. It forced people to take a closer look at how cultural sites are treated, and how much responsibility entertainment companies should have. Whether the drama will be remembered for its plot or its scandal is still up in the air. But one thing is certain, the Korean drama industry may never be the same again. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think. Does the drama deserve a second chance, or was the damage too much to ignore? Backhand index pointing right. Don't forget to like the video if you found this story interesting.